for offering it. Students in the DC voucher program should be protected from unaccredited schools. We have seen three consistent things about the voucher program since Republicans created it 20 years ago. The program has failed to improve academic achievement as measured by reading and math scores. Republicans continue to weaken the evaluation requirements for the program, and Republicans continue to allow unaccredited schools to participate in the program. The bill would allow schools first participating in the program after enactment of the bill 5 years. Let me repeat that. 5 years to become accredited. That is ridiculously weak when it comes to standards. Accreditation helps ensure that schools provide a high-quality education. The federal government requires colleges and universities to be accredited to receive federal funds. It is even more important that schools participating in federally funded DC voucher programs, which educate students during key developmental years, also be accredited. I asked unanimous consent to enter into the record a Washington Post investigation of the program titled "Quality Controls Lacking for DC Schools Accepting Federal Vouchers."
Without objection to order.
Now let me go on and deal with this because y'all want to talk about my education because MAGA loves to talk about my education. Let me tell you something. I got it. I got degrees, okay? I can count them off for you if you want me to, and I am proud of that. But let me tell you, it was no thanks to any Republicans that I got my education. My mom, regardless of what tropes y'all might like to put out there about black folk or government workers, let me be clear, my mom has been a federal government worker my entire life. She has worked hard for this federal government, regardless of all the nonsense and the terrible things you say about federal government employees, and somehow she managed to raise me. But she still wasn't getting paid her due like most of us that work for the federal government. So what did my mom do? My mom worked multiple jobs. I know that there are tropes out there that act like black folk are the ones that are always looking out for a handout. But my mom worked multiple jobs to make sure that she could pay to send me to private school. So yes, I went to private school. I went to private school from 7th grade all the way through high school, and then I earned a scholarship to attend college at a private school, the same one that Amy Coney Barrett attended. Yes, we both attended Rhodes College, and then I earned another scholarship so that I could go to law school. Let me tell you something, my academic success, it started in public school. Public school was my foundation. So pre-K through 6, yes, I believe in pre-K, I was in public school. Unfortunately, it was too dangerous for me to go and matriculate through the junior high as well as the high school. In addition to the fact that when it came to the standardized tests, I typically was at the top of the standardized tests in the state, and so my mom wanted to challenge me to the best of her ability. So that is what she did. She did not look to the federal government and say, I've decided I want to send my child to a private school, so therefore the federal government needs to give me this money, instead of making it an inequitable situation for other students that are literally not in the same situation. Yes, I got accepted to private school because my parents worked with me even when I got out of public school, because they had that luxury of being able to do that, and because both of my parents happened to be college educated and they could help me to do my work. But nevertheless, regardless of my education, because I've done both, I can actually be an advocate, and I understand the difference. And I do believe in the importance of having a sound public education. And maybe my mom would not have had to work so many jobs if there had not been people siphoning money out of our public schools to the extent that she felt like they were not going to be able to challenge me, her gifted child, as I was continuing to grow. So all we're saying is, if you're gonna give out $20-something thousand to $21,000 as it relates to these 1,400 students per child, then give out the same $21,000 for the students that are in public school. That's it. We're looking for equity, something that y'all don't like. I know it's a bad word, but we're looking for equity. And I know that the gentle lady from North Carolina wants to brag about how many black and brown children. I will remind her, one of the reasons the president has a problem with the city of DC right now is because it's black and brown. That's what it is. I mean, it would be odd if like the vast majority of the people that are taking advantage are not black and brown. That's the city. Okay, I yield.
All right.